Hello, happy Saturday afternoon. Welcome to Chocolate One. My name's Beth Hitchcock. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. And I have a fun project for you today. So if you're hopping on, please like and follow this Facebook page. Sprinkle it to all your friends. I'm going to share this to the VIP group. Hey Nancy, thanks for joining. You're right on the spot today. Oops, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we got it shared, sprinkled, I guess we're supposed to say. Hubby's got dinner made. He likes to look at recipes, and so he made American goulash, and we'll have that for dinner tonight. So I was in my little craft studio here last night thinking about what I wanted to do, and I've painted this side of our round wood and I've painted this side of the round wood, and this design is inspired by Heidi Bostic, I think her name is. I love the design I saw her do, and she said it's free for us to share. Oh, I don't know, I'm getting a message over there. So we're going to try it on this. And I was thinking about maybe I'd paint this even a little bit darker blue, but I think we'll go with it this color. It's kind of a dusty slate blue almost. And so I just used acrylic paint, and what I did was I watered down my brush and put a little water on the board, and I just went back and forth over it with a blue paint and a gray paint, drying in between layers. So that's how I got this color. You can use our chalk paste also to do that. And then the transfers we're going to use are our jack-o'-lantern transfer. This one is available. We're going to use the pumpkins. We haven't used those yet. And then I have this forest leaves pattern, and this one is not available. This is a retired pattern, but if you look through your transfers, even the this month's Club Couture transfer, let me see right here, it has a lot of leaves on it too that I think would be cute on this as well. But I'm not going to put any words. I don't think I'm going to put any words on it today. So, but you could use this. If you're not familiar with Club Couture, it is a subscription plan from Club Couture, so it allows you to experience Chalk Couture very inexpensively. It's only $19.99 a month US, and it's shipped free to your home. It's shipped to your home free, and along with that comes 3 coordinating paste packets for the project. I do 3 different ideas with it at least. And then on your Club Couture Facebook page, they also offer other ideas. Here's an example of something I did with that on a found surface. So this is a board that I had, and so I just used the words and just a few of the leaves up here. So I think it came out really nice. And then we added a little embellishment on it. I am not one big for making bows. It's probably my least favorite thing with crafting to do. But I attempted it, and it came out pretty good. So let's get started here. So I think since we're not going to paint it, I'm going to get rid of this ugly piece of cardboard. And we're going to start with the pumpkins. But first we're going to put some wax on this board. Did it turn the right way? So as I'm going along, if you have questions, please just drop them in the comments. I try to catch them. I have my iPad over here as well, so I try to catch them. If you're watching, I really appreciate it when you say hello. Let me know that you're there. And this is just some wood finishing wax. I love the way it feels on wood, and it adds a layer of protection for your transfer. Oops, big old clump of it came out. Club Couture also sells a finishing wax, so if you didn't want to buy a big tub of that, you could just get their can of it. I could just get a layer of this on here though. This color is beautiful. So if you were going to be using our chalk paste instead of acrylic paints to do this, I think Cadet Blue, and if you wanted to mix storm. The reason I didn't use the chalk paste is because I didn't want it to pull up as I was, you know, putting my layers on. I actually removed the design that I had on this previously. It had a little gnome on it that I did. And I just, you know, I just never did like the way it finished. I had it hanging for probably a month. I thought, no, you're just not my favorite little guy on this surface. So I just used my paste scraper, and I wetted it down with some water first, then used my paste scraper, scraped it off, and then just started painting over it. Now I like to take a heat set tool and warm that wax up on that board, melts it into the wood grain, wood fibers, I guess, and it gives us a really nice finish. I'm seeing a lot of blue this fall. It's not a color I have in my home, but I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for a vendor event next month, and I also have a consignment spot where they've asked for things that don't have too many words on them or no words. So I'm trying to fulfill that. But this is a really pretty color. And then I just take this microfiber cloth and I buff it off, and it just feels fabulous. Fabulous. Did you catch that? Fabulous. Feels great. Now that's going to give me a little protection if I make a mistake. It makes it easier to clean it up. Oh, and yesterday from our project, I did save my little bit of paste that I scraped off doing the hot mess. I love the hot mess, but this was like, you know, I could probably get a project out of that. So, and it was such pretty colors. So I did save it. Okay, so let's get our pumpkins out. First and foremost, we had fun with the jack-o'-lanterns, and we had fun making Scarecrow Joe. But now let's see how we can use this transfer even further. A little table over there. I think we're going to do the tall pumpkin first. And you can see where where you can see through the pumpkin. That's where this silkscreen mesh is, and so there's a lot of screen area on there. So we really just need to put a little bit of fuzz around the edges. We don't want to pull the paint up that we have put down. Waxing does help that. Is everyone having a good day? If you're watching, please say hello. Don't be shy. Say hello to me. Drop me a comment. Hit a heart button. Hit a like, thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Okay, there's this one. Let's get our little round up here. And I'm feeling confident that they're going to fit on here. Not side by side. We're going to make it look so like it's overlapped. And put it right down here to the edge. think we'll fuzz both of them so I can see how they're going to be on this transfer, on this board. And then I'll have to figure out what we're going to put up there at the top. Like I said, I am not good at doing bows, and I think some floral something or other would be pretty on this, not just ribbon. So we'll have to work on that piece of it. So let's see here. It's going to overlap a little bit. I kind of want them the same. Height. It overlaps quite a bit. Let me see if I can scoot this guy over. Maybe he'll go off the board a little bit. That's okay too. Oops. See, when you have that much screened area, doesn't really, this is the only place in the middle where it sticks. So I'll show you a little tip on how to, this will work. He'll be up a little bit higher, but that'll work. We'll go with that. And hope for the best. So now we can move this. But he looks a little crooked to me. That looks pretty even. I use this self-healing mat to line up my little hole at the top to make sure I'm you know, even, square, and then we can put the transfer down. And make sure it gets even down here. We'll do that. There's a little bump under there, so if you'll feel those right away that the tiniest little speck of something will leave a bump. So you want to clean those off though. Hi Monica. Hi Carolyn. Hi France. France, somebody? Hello, hello. We're going to use Dune. These are going to be those really pretty little white pumpkins. Or they're actually kind of big. I'm going to grab a small squeegee. This is a small squeegee. And let me show you. This is a mini squeegee. So you can see the difference in size. So when you have a transfer that has a lot of screened area on it, really make sure you've got your air pockets out of there. And then put a good amount of paste right in the middle and then work your way. So what this does is the paste helps stick your transfer down even better. Kind of forms a suction. And we're just going to do these all one color. We have so many fabulous designers in Couture, and they're generous, you know. Please go ahead, share my inspiration. So when I do use someone's inspiration, then I always like to give them acknowledgement for it. This is quite different than what she did, but I did get inspiration from her. So, and then just go through and then just skim off all that extra paste that's on there. Make it nice and smooth. Put your excess back in the jar. And now we're going to pull this up. Oh, so pretty. It's so pretty. I have a tub of water here. I'm going to wash this off really fast. Using a board eraser, I get the paste off the front of it. If you can wash things as you go, if you're not doing a live, then take it right to your kitchen sink and just rinse it off. It really does help preserve your transfer, and it makes cleanup so easy. You'll see this probably won't take us very long today. That's one of the things that I really like about Chalk Couture, is that you can make something really pretty and elegant or fun in just a short period of time. And then this is just going to drip right here on the edge. I'm going to grab a paper towel. Boy, that side of my craft table over there, it's a mess. Okay, we're going to dry this really well. That blue really pops nice with that dune. That is dune, the color of paste that I used. I love that color. I think it's amazing how the paste, the tones change just a little bit depending on what your background color is. And the new formula paste does take a little bit longer to dry, so just be patient with it. You can see it changing from kind of a shiny to a dull or matte. And we want it really dry because we're going to be putting the transfer really up close to it or on top of it even. I may even put another little bit of wax over it, just to protect from pulling up the paste. Where'd my wax go down here? I put a little bit of wax, just a light little layer right over this that we just pasted. And that's going to help prevent from pulling up any of that because it hasn't cured yet. That's okay. I'll keep this out of my ether again. Okay, now let's get this little pumpkin. And let's see where we can fix him up at. I kind of want his bottom at the same level. So if he was here, and now we'll scoot him over. Uh-oh. Darn it. I did pull up some of that paste. That's okay. Should have waxed the whole thing. There we go. Another thing you can do is take your, except for I have it all on one sheet. Let me see if I can grab one off of another transfer so we don't continue to do that. Use a backer sheet. Transfer is just going to hang out right there, and then put it down. Make sure it's shiny side up, and then put it down on that. And what we're going to do is just paste right up to that pumpkin, right up to the edge of that pumpkin. I think that's what we're doing. Same thing, get a good glob out, and I'm going to be really careful. Move my squeegee. It's the same color, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. Let's see what this looks like for us. Yeah, he looks like he's hanging out behind there, so that's good. All right, let me pull this off. Wash this. So paste off the front. That's where the majority of your paste is. And then get that fuzz off the back. And that little bit of paste that stuck to my transfer on the back. Comes right off. Okay. Hang over here to dry. And let's dry that. Any comments? So, do you pronounce your name Francie? I can't quite tell. Francie, boy, doesn't Desolinaire? That is a nice name. Thanks for joining today. And then I'll hold this up and show you what we have so far. This is what we have so far. Isn't that nice? I love these colors together. They look great. Okay, so we're done with Dune. I'm going to put that away. Get it out of our way. then we're going to get these leaves out. I think we're going to use these leaves. You could even, if you wanted to put words on it, like welcome or harvest, and then just some foliage over here would be pretty. I'm going to see what it looks like with leaves in the background. I've not used this one before. I bought it last year and didn't get a chance to use it. I'm going to set this over here for this. Well, first I'm going to do is put this transfer that we pulled off away. So he doesn't get stuck to something he's not supposed to get stuck to. There we go. All right, I need to write, where's the bottom here? It's down here. I need to write back on this. Oh, I already did. Maybe I did use this before. I don't remember using it, but it kind of looks like I have. I'm not sure. I know I want the maple leaf and the oak leaves, maybe the pine cone, this little branch. I don't know. I'm gonna fuzz the entire thing and lay it on there and see how it lays. And then you do what's called a reverse transfer. So that's kind of what we did with the pumpkins, and we're just going to paste up to the pumpkins. We'll be able to see where they are through the transfer, not paste over them. So this is how I do these big guys. I do half at a time, just to keep them from folding in on themselves, which that's not fun. I think I might have cried a little bit the first time one of these big transfers folded in on itself. I was like, oh no, I ruined it. But I didn't. So if that ever happens to you, you can try pulling it apart very gently. You don't want to stretch it. But if you can't, take it to your sink or your bathtub, run warm water over it, and then just gently pull, you know, where it's stuck together. You'll get it. That feels pretty good. Let's do this side. Maybe I've used a piece of this. I sure don't remember. I've made a lot of things, so it's very possible. This is day 11, so this is like my 71st day in a row going live. I think I did take one day off. Been having a blast doing it. So kind of what I was thinking, where did I say the bottom is down here? Is, let me get this straight again. That looks pretty good. See how I just stuck it together? Don't panic. Gently pull it apart. Voila. It's a good time to look for little crusties on the back of it. So let's see, the leaves are going to be kind of hither and yon. I do want that maple leaf though. We might be moving it around a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I can get it over there. Like that oak leaf up there too, that's pretty. Although it might get covered up by some am I getting water on that? Yeah, let me dry that off. Don't want water on it. I think that maple leaf would be too big. Oh, there it goes again. Doggone it. Just kind of have to move this around until you find where you want it. Okay. What if we did it this way? Oh, I like that. Keep moving it until I see how I want it. I'm going to put this maple leaf and this oak leaf probably going off the edge a little bit, and that maple leaf up there. Let me see if I can move it over a little bit. That's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do, since I'm not putting words on it. You could just be selective and take different leaves and place them around. But I want more of a, I don't know what exactly you would call it. That needs to come over further just a little bit because it needs to go off. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're just going to put paste where we see the blue coming through. And I have copper shimmer, camel. These are really fall colors. A little gold and a little brown. We'll see. It's fun. And we'll do the hot mess on this. So let me stir these up. This looks pretty good. It's an old gold. And an old camel. These are all old pastes, I think. Okay, sip of tea. All right, let's see what we get here now. So we're gonna paste up to where we can see the color. Not over it. I don't want to go over it. I hope I have enough leafy things in here. We'll see. Let's just get going here. You could, of course, use any color that you want to do for your fall foliage. That's a lot of that. here. I guess we'll do that little flower. I still have some wildflowers popping up in the forest and mushrooms like crazy. All right, let's see what kind of trouble we're getting into here. This is going to be, we're going to do the swirling technique with this. I'm not going to get onto the colors, so let's just see how we go. And we'll pick paste up as we go. Probably have to put more down. Oops. I'm anxious to see how this is going to turn out. I'm doing all the easy stuff first. Right to the edge of the board there. So we're just going to have a slight variation of color, I'm thinking, but it's going to look beautiful on that blue backdrop. A little bit more down here. Put a little bit more camel in here, I think. So it's going to look like that. The backdrop, the leafy backdrop, will be behind the pumpkins. Hopefully, that's the plan. Still see blue over here. Let's go over here. And since these are old pastes, I do need to move a little bit quicker than the new Creamy Dreamy formula. I think I'm going to get my detail or my multi-purpose tool and get in some of those tighter spots that we see. Right up to the edge. Some of this down here. Boy, got gooey, went off the edge. We'll see. Gotta hurry though. I feel like my paste is gonna start drying if I'm not careful. Okay, let's go through and scrape this up. With the shimmers, you do have just a little bit of grace time extra than if it was just the regular paste. All right, let's pull it and see what we have. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Those colors together are amazing. What do you think? When I get some ribbon or something on the top of it, and I love it. If you like it, please send me a heart. What do you think? It's really pretty. And it's got a little bit of the shimmer in it. Oh, I love it. Okay, we're gonna dry that. You know, Facebook has been doing that video interruption for all week. I don't know what's going on. I know it's not just my live. Beautiful. That came out way nicer than I could even have hoped. I love it when your plan comes together. Like I said, I got the color inspirations from Heidi, but she used a totally different surface and a different transfer for the leaves and laid them out differently. So I'm extremely happy with how that came out. Now just to figure out what to put on the top of it. That's the hard part for me. You don't get to reuse that paste. That wasn't enough to save in a little container, so that old paste just gets wiped off and thrown away. All these get over here. Okay. Giving myself a heart. I love it so much. All right, friends. I'm going to let this dry, and then I am going to work on what I can put on the top of it. So I'd love it if you shared this video with your friends. I think this project came out beautiful. Very happy with it. So I'll be back tomorrow, but until we talk again, take care and have a great evening.